The 2021 NBA Playoffs 2-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Groove AIM 2021. Brooklyn Nets led Series 3-2 over Miami Heat in the 2021 NBA Playoffs 2-round Season 8 games. Los Angeles Clippers wins Series 4-0 over Utah Jazz to move on to the 2021 NBA Playoffs 3-round Season 8 games. Los Angeles Lakers wins Series 4-0 over Portland Trail Blazers to move on to the 2021 NBA Playoffs 3-round Season 8 games.
NBA playoffs on EA Sports has second-round coverage of Game 5 in the Eastern Conference. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Knicks coming into play. They've got a 3-1 series lead. They've already shown they can win away from home. So now they get a chance to close out the series on the road.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Mitchell Robinson tips it. New York Knicks basketball.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Simmons. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra paint.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw try, off the mark. Knocked loose. Randall. Short jumper, off the mark. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Rocking the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Won't go. Simmons gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Joel Embiid with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Embiid from long range buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
That is great vision to set it up. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. Fires the 3, buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as he'll talk things over here in the first quarter. To Julius Randle. No, I missed a short one there.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Not easy.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Kevin Knox. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers have the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Joel Embiid pins it. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Has a chance. Can't connect. To Simmons. Slams it down.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Joel Embiid rejects it. Fourth this contest. Beyond the arc for three.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. To Howard. Shot won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
The screen sets him up for two.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
The possession lies with New York. Probing the defense. From the outside, no good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Textbook defense. Down low, Noel. Joel Embiid. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Sixers control it. Sizing up the defense. For 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
For 3. He was all over him. Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Howard. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Terrific vision. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Superman, Dwight Howard. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Rose. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And that's rebounded by Noel. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Rose. Surveys the floor. Derrick Rose. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Alonzo Trier. Trying to cash in. Randall's shot off the mark. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Takes stock of the floor. He wants to deliver. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Joel Embiid with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight. Here's a chance from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Here comes the screen. Ntilikina. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green swats it. That misses with 2 seconds to go. He'll put it up at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books here in game number 5. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rose to Kevin Knox. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
From long range. That no good. Off the mark. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Alonzo Trier to Rose. Not that time. Fires the 3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Ntilikina to Rose. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Seth Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell? When you have Seth.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Rose to Ntilikina. Layup goes down. Well done.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hill across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Ntilikina. And look out. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Dwight Howard sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Alonzo Trier. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Alonzo Trier. To Rose. Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Deep right corner. Fires the three. Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Knicks with the basketball. Rose to Julius Randle. And scores.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Simmons with it. His guys holding the big lead. Offensive board. Embiid to George Hill. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Shot from the lane won't go. Simmons. That out of his range and no good. Rose to Alonzo Trier. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for three. And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Derrick Rose. He's now 4 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons, that's not his range. It's no good. Here comes the screen. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down. Oh, the slam popped out. Embiid. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense to Julius Randle. Rose to Alonzo Trier. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
4-3. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Going to launch beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Hits a second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice. New York in control of the basketball. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Here's a chance from long range. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
From long range. Off the iron. No good. Tobias Harris able to recover with the block. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Howard tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Possession lies with New York. To Kevin Knox. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. Goes to the right side. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. And that's blocked by Harris.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Down low, Noel. Ben Simmons with the block. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knox with the board. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Danny Green. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Kevin Knox. To Julius Randle. And he finishes at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D. To Julius Randle. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Julius Randle. For three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Simmons. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Deep three at the buzzer. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Knicks are in need of some changes at the half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jake to bring you the second half action.
New York Knicks basketball. To Julius Randle. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The drive, right to the basket, right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers call for time as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Simmons from long range, and he can't get, slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Randle. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control it. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Runner's good there.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Simmons. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That out of his range and no good.
Is this better than
That's out of
2K21?
bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Beyond the arc for three. Man, that was a tough shot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid pins it. Make that 7. And the front court comes Simmons. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, and a putback.
I mean, really, is it really difficult to box out these days?
For three, that's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Embiid.
Hey, lock up.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Not that time. To Julius Randle. Kevin Knox. And he connects at the line. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kevin Knox at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. With the interception, great defensive play. Joel Embiid rejects it. 8 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid, huge block. 9 blocks.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Simmons with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Offensive board. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Seth Curry. From long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Derrick Rose. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Seth Curry. Fires the 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And a throwdown. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Simmons with it. His team on top by 8. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Seth Curry. He gets it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid sends it away. Been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night. Fires the three. To Kevin Knox. Joel Embiid with a piece. Make that 11. Substitution being made in this one. Rose. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Gets it at the top of the key. Beyond the arc for 3. Mike Scott is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. That's going to be out of bounds. For 3, Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
To Rose. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hill into the front court. His team up by 7. To Embiid. Lays it up and in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Neely Kina. Not that time. Another shot stays out.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that could block your shot.
Joel Embiid swats it. That's 12 now. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Neely Kina with a shot, no good. To Hill. Tough make through traffic.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Rose into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To George Hill, 4-3. The veteran, Hill with the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
And counted at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hill across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Going to launch beyond the arc. First one, count it. Second of three is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. The possession lies with New York. Lets it fly from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the third quarter, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. Down the lane to lay it in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Joel Embiid sends it away. How about 13?
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Hill. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And he knocks it down at the line. Dwight Howard tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
From long range, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Tobias Harris. Goes to the left side. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time. Kevin Knox. And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. To Julius Randle. Kevin Knox. Down to Randle. Able to convert inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Julius Randle at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 71% for his career. Off the mark on his free throw. To Simmons. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
A great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Kevin Knox. Philadelphia with the basketball. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, 5-second violation. Randle. Oh, big finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 5. Baseline drive. Rejected.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And the basket good at the rim.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Ben Simmons. 4 out of 10.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
For 3, shot off the mark. Good defense. To Julius Randle. Doesn't get the bounce. To Simmons. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
We all know that's the part of Ben Simmons' game that he needs to work on in order to take his game to the next level. He has to become a respectable shooter because even if he puts his head down and gets to the rim and gets fouled, he only shoots 56% from the free throw line. By the way, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard were better free throw shooters last year than Ben Simmons. Wow.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Elite company now with 15. Manute Bol, Shaquille O'Neal, the only players to land on that number.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Simmons. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Lets it fly from long range, smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Dwight Howard with the block. Sweet 16 swats in this one. Wow.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Simmons into the front court. Up 5. From long range. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Knicks with the basketball. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Kevin Knox. Sixers have it. Turns and slams it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Easy pass to the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Sixers call for time. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Kevin Knox. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Gets to the basket and scores.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Count the basket at the rim.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Screen coming. Gets a shot up off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Sixers have the basketball. Probing the defense. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Timeout here for the Knicks. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Simmons. Passed it off. Good. Off a spin.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Fires the three. Missed it. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. The Sixers are victorious. They're moving on. Next stop, the Eastern Conference Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Assists.
It's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display. The ball movement was tremendous.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.